Hi everyone! Today, I want to share a story about a teacher who saw potential in me before I even saw it in myself. Her name is Madam Sue. So, let's go back to year 1. If you saw me back then, you probably would have seen me crying. Honestly, I was a total crybaby. Everything about school felt huge, it felt scary and just stressful. But then, I met my form teacher, Madam Sue. I can still see her so clearly. She had this amazing curly hair that she never tied up, a pair of classic black glasses, and a smile that just made everyone feel safe and comforted. She didn't look like a scary adult. She looked like someone you could actually talk to as a child. I'll never forget my first day at school. I was bracing myself for a meltdown, but when I got to my desk, there it was. A meticulously handcrafted name tag and my homework folders, all personalized just for me. Madam Sue has spent her own time making these for every single student, and I still kept it till this day. That one small gesture, it calmed me down entirely. It was the first time I felt like I truly belonged in a classroom. Looking back now as a student teacher, I realized Madam Sue wasn't just being nice. She was practicing some incredible professional values. First, she showed the power of personalized care. By handmaking our materials, she proved that she saw us as individuals, not just a sea of faces. The care changed my whole personality at school. I went from being a terrified kid to a student who felt secure enough to actually try. Second, she had high expectations for us students. I'll be honest, I was pretty lazy back then. I usually found school repetitive and, boring. But Madam Sue's class was different. She turned everything into a fun activity or a creative game because she put so much energy into making learning an adventure. I found myself actually listening. I didn't want to miss a second. She taught me that discipline isn't just about being strict, it's about being engaged. She pushed me to realize I was capable of way more than I thought. So, how did this change how I see teaching? Well, it taught me that the heart comes before the head. Before Madam Sue, I thought teaching was just about finishing a syllabus. But she showed me that a teacher is really an architect of environment. The main lesson I learned is that when a student feels seen and safe, like I did with the handmade name tag, students' laziness or fear starts to disappear. She taught me that being approachable and kind isn't a weakness in a teacher. It's actually a professional strength that lets students thrive. As a future educator, I want to be someone's Madam Sue. I want to carry that same intention into my own practice. I'm going to focus on these little things like personalized communication to make sure the quiet or scared students in my class know that they matter. I'm also promising myself to move away from those tedious lessons I hated as a kid, because I want to guide my students through discovery and fun, just like Madam Sue did. That's all from me. Thank you for listening.